in Diageo overnight. George Joseph, the Chief Investment Officer, CEO Equity from Ask Investment Managers, joins us now to discuss market fundamentals, his top sectoral picks. And that's exactly what the first question is. What are your top sectoral picks right now at a time when there is so much consolidation, uncertainty, and where there is some clarity, the valuations are out of whack?
Thanks to be having me on this show, Mangalam. It's important to understand that the macro backdrop at which we are entering in the market at this point in time, the trade deal, the rate cuts, the GST cuts, the deal with the UK and EU FTA, all of them are behind. There is a good visibility of earnings rebound also visible at this point in time. So in a context like this, what we are liking, and we saw the last 1 month, the IT sector fell off the cliff as a pack of cards because there was a lot of noise around AI and so on and so forth. What we are liking at this point in time, tech sector, the IT services sectors looks very promising to me from a long-term perspective. The reason behind is many times the technology is over, estimated in the near term. What happens in 6 months' time happens after 6 years. That is the broad feedback when we talk to experts, what we are getting, and that is going to help us. And when we look at the valuations, it is a 13 times, 14 times, 15 times. You're getting very solid companies, and the outlook is looking very bright. Mind you, a couple of companies have actually shown earnings guidance improvement in the last couple of quarters. So there is a lot of noise, a lot of fear, which we could see in the price points. And that is where IT sector becomes one of the most thumping the table buy for me at this juncture.
Well, George, the point being that as of now, with the FII is also trying to be slightly sanguine on the markets. They're seeing some inflows that have been coming in for the first time in 17 months. We'll have a bigger FII inflow compared to the DIIs. What more is needed for it to sustain? Earnings growth, at least for this quarter, earnings were okay-ish, if you would want to call it that. Do you see those improving going into the ongoing quarter and then for the start of FY27 as well?
Absolutely. It's a very important point. And, it is important that to note that the earnings season till now, and whatever we could sense is that it's improving. And it is improving with a low base, and the base effect is also kicking in. But at the same time, all the changes, what we saw and the overhang which the market had, if you look back in the last 6 months, many of them are behind now. And it is giving you more visibility of growth. And at the same time, some of the sectors which is beaten down to dust has been very, very promising from this juncture. Folks, 9 months back, 9 months back, at ASK Investment Managers, we call it as ASK Investment Managers, not Ask Investment Managers. At ASK Investment Managers, we generally believed, and what we have been telling investors last 8-9 months, when we manage all ultra HNI clients' money, we have been telling investors saying that this is the best time to put money into large cap Nifty 50 basket, and we created a product also around that. And that was very visibly seen. It's a 2-decade low overcrowding effect, which we could see in the Nifty 50 basket, which means that relative to mid and small cap, that was looking very bright. Having said that, last 8-9 months, a lot of corrections in mid and small cap space has happened. But even now, our view is mid and small cap is not the right place to be in. Nifty 50 is looking very promising pocket. And also we are seeing where the mutual fund activity is nimble is in the micro cap space, where there are a lot of attractive value opportunities.
All right, so it's micro cap and large cap, not so much the mid and small cap. So both ends of the spectrum. Thank you so much for joining in and giving us your perspective. We'll take a short break on that note, come back, getting more on the markets on the other side.